نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم أما بعد والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Jazakallah khair for staying back. We're nearing the end. Not like that was a prediction of the Day of Judgment coming or something. What I meant by nearing the end, everybody's thinking I'm sort of prophesizing that. I meant we're nearing the end of, obviously, Ramadan. We're nearing the end of our sessions. Yeah, is that better? Yeah, we're nearing the end of our sessions. And on that note, something a little bit different that we will add on is I'm going to share a little poem with you, inshallah. So show the little kind of soft side of me. Always been quite tough and loud and whatever. So there's always a soft side of us as well. So the boy from Bradford is going to drop some bars, inshallah. Yeah. Maybe not that good, but I'll try my best. But before that, we're just going to share some little usual, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, which of the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are we going to deny? So I'm just going to, one little thing. And actually is a little thing. And that is when we are, everywhere we go, whether it's in our, houses or anywhere on the planet, we leave such a mess behind. If you think about it, when you're going out the masjid, you'll see, lots of water bottles piled in the bin. Everywhere we go, there's, always we leave a mess. And it makes you think that, on the surface of the earth, how many creatures must there be? And why is there no mess? Plants die, where do the dead plants go? Animals die, where do dead animals go? Where's all this thing going? Who's clearing up behind us? Well, insects, in reality. Insects are the creatures which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, which takes the dead, the things which we don't need, ingests them, and then releases them out as nutrients for the soil. There is approximately 1.4 billion insects per human. Right? 1.4 billion insects per human. So if there's 8 billion humans on the surface of the earth, then you can work out how many billion insects there are. If not trillion or the next number greater than trillion. So there are the animals, the little creatures. To us, they're insignificant. We even think, what's the point of their existence? They're so small. Ants are so small, and other worms and things which crawl about under leaves and in the roots of things, and we think they're completely insignificant. They play no role in society. They play no role in the dunya. Why did Allah create them for? But it's again because unfortunately we underestimate the favors that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us. We take things for granted, and we don't realize that every single thing which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created plays a part in our whole world. So those little scurrying things, wherever they may be, little bugs, whatever, and they actually play a part in being able to then generate so much income as a result of it. Without their use, we would have to ensure that dead plants and dead animals were then treated properly so that they would add back to the soil to make the soil fertile in order for us to then grow crops on it. So we would have to put that money in to be able to do that. And that would cost a lot of money to do that, because can you imagine trying to find and locate all these dead plants and locate all these dead animals and then go through the process? Because when these animals are left on the surface, obviously they can easily become infectious, or diseases can spread through them. Clearly the smell is going to be really bad. It's going to stink, and all this is going to be a hazard for humans. So that hazard for humans has easily been modified to such a way that it has then becomes a benefit for us. So even something as small and as insignificant as small little insects, small little bugs, small little worms creeping away under the foot where we haven't a clue what they're doing, and there's so many of them. They're saying that they're still discovering insects literally on a daily basis because they didn't even know they existed. And yet to us, we don't even know of them. And this is again the remarkable nature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation, where something as small and insignificant plays such a huge role. So we have over the days, and I'm not necessarily summarizing yet, we won't be keeping 28 days, so there's definitely going to be dars tomorrow, that we've seen over the 9 days, 8 days, whatever it's been, We've looked at things as enormous and spectacular and huge as things like the sun and the moon and the universe. And then we've kind of come closer to home and looked at things inside of us like the heart, the brain, and things associated with that everybody's in touch with. And then we've sort of talked about things which really are insignificant. So we've gone from the significant, that everybody's aware of, everybody speaks of the sun, everybody speaks of the moon, everybody speaks of the universe because we all see it, the huge thing. We know that that must have an impact on our lives because it's so big. Then we've obviously got a bit personal, and we know obviously that without the heart we're not going to live, without the brain we're not going to live, so we've seen how that helps us. And then we move these last couple of days onto those type of creatures which to us are irrelevant. You know, we see no point in their creation. In fact, we think they're a nuisance. You know, when a spider crawls across the carpet, we don't think, well, alhamdulillah, look, there goes a spider. It's more frustrating, more annoying. We see them as vermin and something that we need to get rid of. So again, all of these, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation, and all these play a role and a part. And as I also mentioned a couple of days ago, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created all these for the betterment of mankind, for the betterment of the human. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the responsibility, the khilafah of the planet to the human, their job, the human's job was to ensure that all creatures can benefit from the world. So whether it be the dolphins in the sea, whether it be, you know, the bird flying in the sky, whether it be the, you know, creature climbing, our responsibility to make sure that, yes, we can take from the dunya. You know, we need trees, we need milk, we need this, we need that, we need, you know, we need these things, but we should do it in such a way that they can be replenished, so that we don't destroy the world. That the generation which comes after us has nothing left, or the generations which come after that because we became so greedy. And that's when there's left enough in the planet for all the world and beyond to survive on. But the greed that we have, unfortunately, the desire that we have, the appetite that we have does that. And we might say, well, come on, that's a bit unfair. Surely it's the corporate businesses that are problematic, not us. You know, we're just a little guy on the street, you know, we're not really doing much. Well, I beg to differ. I've been working with a company that deals with lamb. And the Muslim community, if I'm not exactly, you know, my figure will be out slightly, but I think I'm pretty accurate with my figure, consume 40% of the lamb in the UK. We make up only 4% of the population, yet we consume 40% of the lamb. Okay? So when there's a demand there, we know how business works. In terms of the chicken, the amount of chicken we consume on a daily basis is next level. Absolutely next level. So you can't blame then for the guy who's, you know, doing a bit of dodging and getting it from here, getting it from there, getting it from under here, whether it's halal, unhalal, whatever, that doesn't really matter because the demand is there. So because we have a huge demand, a huge appetite, then obviously people are going to make that appetite for us. They're going to meet it from one way or the other. And it's a supply-demand sort of system. So, you know, we all got to keep that balance in the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to do so. And now for something different. So inshallah, I wrote this a couple of years ago, I think. I have a little poetic strain in me. Every now and then it comes out. So it was a request made. So inshallah, close your eyes. Oh, that's a request. Close your eyes. Right? Reflect a little bit. Just think about Ramadan. How it came, where we are with Ramadan and where it's going. Okay? Osman, you can't close your eyes because you've got to keep the eye on the prize. The rest of them close your eyes. Okay. Bismillah. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. You brought tranquility into our lives, contentment between husbands and wives. The glorious Quran was recited by young and old, and many a pious story was shared and told. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. Charity was given to feed the meek and the poor, knowing in the hereafter there would be more. Mercy filled the heavens and earth, leaving us like the day of our birth. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. Standing the night in prayer and worship, we filled the masjids and left our sweet kip. Our bellies echoed in satisfaction and praise, anticipating the reward on the best of days. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. Death honoured and blessed the fortunate one, whilst others wait to see what will be done. We thank Allah the Almighty for this great gift, an enduring and powerful spiritual lift. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. I ask you, O Ramadan, will we meet again soon? I hear you whisper, look for me at the new moon. O Allah, accept our worship, charity and fast, and make the reward wonderful and everlast. O Ramadan, why won't you stay? If not the month, just another day. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.